shores that forever I'll reign. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Now Patterson to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come down from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. 21-0 our score after 1. On first down, Trubisky. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Touchdown! Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
A loss of 9 on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
16 more on that one and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Hurts to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead. Back, halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Uses the stiff arm, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They go play action with Hurts. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They go play action. Trubisky. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 14 yards. And the Broncos extend their lead yet again. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Okay, break. And the Baltimore first down.
But first down hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other...
And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
One more time with Patterson.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cordero Patterson with career touchdown number 75. And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dobbins. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run here with Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Dobbins. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Right back to him on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so